Here we are, nearly the end of July, and there's not that much to do in the garden, so I thought it would be a great opportunity for you to see how we arrived where we are today, and how we turned this into this, and this into this, and 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 these, and these, and these, and these, and this, and this. And finally this. And this was the last bed to be planted up in the garden. A few weeks ago you'll remember that I pruned the dead heads off these tulips, and what I've done is taken them out of the ground. I've put them in a tray to dry them out, and when these are dry and they just come off, you can store the bulbs and replant them in about November time next year. But for now I'm just going to water this bed, and I'll let you look at the progress which we've made throughout the year. As with many new build homes, the garden started off as a blank canvas. The original level was on a steep slope down towards the house, and so the first thing to do was get in the digger. A 7-ton digger made light work of removing 118 tons of subsoil and bedrock, which were taken out to create the level space. The garden design was laid out, the footings were dug and filled with concrete, before the retaining walls were built and finally rendered. The water feature was then installed, followed by the patio, decking, and features such as the floating bench and lawn. The fencing was erected, complete with lighting, which extends the garden's usability into the evening and is great in the winter. The final job was to give their walls a top coat of paint and then the planting up, before we dressed the garden with a fire pit, some cushions, and finally some people. And that's it for this week. Join me next time when we'll be taking a tour of the county, looking at different people's gardens and helping them to solve their problems. But until then, have a great gardening week.